Hi, this is Happy, and this video is about installing the live grid. Now, I'm working on Mac, and I got here the zip file that you get when you download the plugin. So let's open it. And you have here a folder. Let's open all the folder structure to see what it contains. And okay, this is the plugin itself. And we have this folder structure starting from Grand MA3. This folder structure is the same structure that you have when you have a USB drive, and like this one that they have over here. Okay, so there's supposed to be the grandma folder, and then your library, your data pools, and then your plugins. So it's the same folder structure till here, plugins, and then starts the custom folder structure for all Pro plugins. So you got the Pro plugins folder, live grid, the name of the plugin, and the version of MA. So some plugins support more than one version, so you'll have more than one folder here. Now you have this README file. Let's open it. And the README file contains the version of the plugin and some instructions for installation. You can see here that the installation has three parts. Part one is preparing the files. Then part two is importing the plugin to your specific show file. And in that show file, then you click the plugin object and you perform the actual installation or version update. So let's start with part one, and we're going to demonstrate first creating a USB drive with the plugin and then installing it from the USB drive. So let's close this. So this is what you get when you open the zip file, and I'm going to merge this folder onto the root of my USB drive. So here my USB drive has, under the root of the USB drive, there is a grandma3 folder. Now let's just go inside and see that in my current situation I have already a Pro plugins folder, and I have other folders for other plugins, but there's no live grid here. So what I do is I press Command C to copy the folder, and then I make sure that I am not selecting any of these folders. Okay, none of them is selected. And then I press Control V, and I get this message that a folder grandma3 already exists. Do I want to merge it? And yes, I want to merge it. And what will happen is that it will simply add live grid folder at the appropriate path. And now we can see here we have the MA3 version and the plugin itself. It's very important to keep this structure under plugins. Okay, these three folders, these are important. The plugin will not work correctly if the files are not in the appropriate folder structure. Now let's say you don't have a USB drive and you want to simply copy the plugin to your grandma3 library folder. You would open this folder structure. If you don't have any Pro plugins installed yet, then you can copy the Pro plugins folder and put it under your plugins folder. In my case here, I do have other Pro plugins, so I'm just going to copy the live grid, this specific version, Command C for copy. And here, this is the structure that I have on my PC. So it's under MA Lighting Technology, grandma3 library, data pools, plugins, Pro plugins, and here I can paste this folder. So I have here live grid, the previous version, and I'm gonna just paste it here. And now it will work properly. Okay, now we can continue to part 2, import the plugin to your show file. So let's head over to the grandma3 software. I open the plugins window, and I can right click an empty cell or edit one, and then you have this import button here. So you press it, you search for live, this is the version that we prepared just now, and import, escape, that's it. Now the plugin object is in your show file. All you have to do now is click it and install it. Now if you prepared a USB drive and you want to import the plugin, then when you click import, you need to click here, So you see your drive and then search it for the LiveGrid plugin and import it. Okay, now we can continue to part 3, installing the plugin. So we already have the plugin object. We just click on it and click install. Now you get this summary which tells you all the, I call it subpool. Okay, these are ranges inside your pools that the plugin provisioned in order to reserve space for objects that the plugin needs to generate. So you just confirm this and you have the plugin installed. Now we can start creating instances. But before I show you how to create instances of grids, I'll just show you around here. There's the uninstall button. We'll show it in a minute. And there's this about. Now when you click about, you have you see some information about the plugin, the version, and my website and email if you need some support. There is the install summary. You can see it again, all the subpools that were provisioned. And troubleshooting is sometimes if there's an error and you need to contact me for support, then you can change here the log level and together we could investigate and fix the problem. We also have here the Pro Plugins options, which are options that appear in any of the Pro Plugins. We'll go over it in a separate video, okay? This thing, we'll go over it later. The uninstall is kind of self-explanatory. Maybe it's just time to mention that, of course, the installation is per show file. So when you uninstall the plugin, it uninstalls it only from this show file. It will delete all the objects that it generated. Let's try it here. It shows you again all the objects that are going to be deleted, or if they exist, they will be deleted. And once you confirm, you press uninstall and it's done. About version update, here I got version 1.0.2, which is installed, and there is already a generated color grid. You can see here 1.0.2, and I want to update it. So I will import the new version, and when I click on it and click install, I will see this dialog saying that it found this version 1.0.2 and it's do you want to import all your configuration from that version. When you press import, it will recreate your configuration with the color grid that we saw there that was already generated. Let's wait for it for a second. Okay, so now we're at version 1.0.3 and we still have our grid with us. Just notice that the older version was automatically deleted and the new plugin object was moved onto its place.